My name is Adam and I work for Itec, and I also work for LCC as teaching programming, and I'm also doing a PhD in engineering at MSU. So we are here today to show some Lego robotics using NXT. And if you wave your foot, and if I'm trying to get it to work but it's working, you just wave your foot in front of the ultrasonic sensor, and then it's gonna try to sting you and follow you basically. That's what does it do. So it's mimic basically like what you have in the nature. The other one is the Segway, trying to balance itself on two wheels using a light sensor. And this one is a puppy. Basically, using a touch sensor, you can basically control the head, so the head keeps moving left and right, trying to follow you basically, and it barks wherever it goes. Third one, we call it a bumper car, and basically this one is it has a touch sensor, and it just shows the way how the touch sensor works. So when it bumps with a wall or any object in front of it, it goes back and it changes direction 90 degrees and it drives in a different direction. For the last one, it's a remote control car. So I can change directions too. And I can turn right or left, as you see. And I can basically back it up. We try to use this basically to encourage students from K through 12 and people in the college or pre-college students to be more engaged into the STEM technology, which is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So we try to simplify different concepts from real life to get the students excited about it, and hopefully they will stick with the program in engineering. Or for students from K through 12, for example, you can show them how to make those out of paper. And then, for the weight, where we have the seeds, we can use Lego plates, and then we keep adding in the Lego plates, till we get to the point where it doesn't fly anymore. And then for the people who are going into the undergrad or graduate school, you can go beyond that point where you can basically fabricate those devices using silicon or parylene or any kind of material for more advanced applications. So you can link basically what do you have from the nature to the STEM technology by exciting those students about this kind of application.
All right, I'm here tonight. I've brought my son Joshua. He's in a class at Foster Community Center. It's a group of homeschoolers that do classes there, and one of the classes they're taking is an Itec computer programming class. Actually, I only knew that he was taking the class. I work from home a bit and all that, but his mom is the one that does the primary homeschooling, and she also at times teaches at Foster. And so I knew that he was taking a computer programming class, which I liked quite a bit because I've tried to get him interested in doing computer programming at home, but I've been rather unsuccessful, and I don't want to push too hard. So when I heard he was doing something at Foster, I decided to just kind of let it go and kind of stay on the edge to make sure that I didn't do anything that kind of made him feel like I was hovering. I'm a software developer myself, but I don't do games. I do business software. And so knowing the interest in computers that he has and how computers are used in all different kinds of vocations, I'm glad that he's doing more than just playing games. The fact that he's trying to learn how to program games, thinking about storytelling, presentation, graphic design. There's so many things that go into games that not many people, in my opinion, make a living out of it. But as a student, I think there's a lot of things that they can learn from doing a class. So far, I noticed that they have this acronym STEM for science, technology, I believe electronics and math. And so, just the sciences and the foundation of what those mean to, get kids ready for working in the real world. I'm for that in a big way.
Well, tonight we're showing off all the wonderful things that Itec does and all the results of our students and all their hard work. So we've got robotics and some games that the students have designed, and various really cool robotic designs and some neat games. No, Itec itself serves the whole community, but there's kind of a general focus on students, mostly younger, say middle school students, who might not have the resources to be able to get access to these kinds of technologies. Well, this benefits them because, well, I really think it benefits them because it puts into practice some of the things that they learn in school, but they don't necessarily get to do any hands-on kind of stuff with the things that they learn. So we take some of the things that they know and add a few new concepts to it, and then give them something that they can actually apply. Some of my favorite aspects about the program, for me, really, it's giving the kids the opportunity to do some really fun stuff and learn at the same time. So, kids always want to have fun. That's a prerequisite for just about everybody. But to be able to do something that's also educational, that they enjoy, to make that connection between fun and learning, really, that's why I do this. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't. I volunteer about half the time at Itec that I give, so it's really not about the money for me. Well, basically anybody can get involved. Anybody can volunteer, and if you are interested in learning, there's opportunities for adults, children. So if you're a parent and you have children, lots of learning opportunities for them. It's low cost, and in some cases it's free. So yeah, there's tons of opportunities. If you're an adult and you want to learn more about computers, digital media, anything in that realm, we've got lots of options for that as well.
Well, I've been coaching a team of kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Lansing. Our team is called the Titans. We've been preparing for the MSC Regional Tournament for Lego Robotics. Well, the Lego Robotics competition is a three-part competition. First, the Robot Challenge, then the Senior Solution, and the Core Values. And the Core Values are for the first Lego League. And the Robot Challenge is where they had to build these robots and then perform the challenges one challenge at a time. And then the Core Values is Core Values for the first Lego League. And the Senior Solution is that they actually had to create a skit to solve a solution that seniors had. And they ended up getting second place in research quality. I love it. It was a great experience. It was really difficult at first with the after-school care program, trying to get a nonprofit organization and the after-school care program to work together. But actually, the kids came together in the end. It was really great. Itec is a great program for kids. It's really been improving STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. And I think that any kid who joins it is going to really improve critical thinking skills as well as problem-solving skills.
I'm Ken Smuziak. I'm the president of the board of directors for Itec Lansing, and I work at the Lansing Economic Area Partnership.
My name is Clint Summers. I'm the Vice President of IT for Michigan State University Credit Union.
Well, tonight you're essentially seeing the 5-year celebration for the launch of Itec Lansing, which was a really unique community partnership that came about through Michigan State University and some really dedicated folks who wanted to improve the learning options for Greater Lansing youth and get them involved in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math to help essentially fill the pipeline of talent for our companies that are growing here locally.
I'd like to know probably what some of the biggest challenges are for Itec at the time being.
Well, for all nonprofits, it's always fundraising is always an issue. We have a lot of really great support in the community, and we're looking to really grow our programming and reach out to not only the Greater Lansing schools, but we're also starting to do work in Flint, looking at projects in Grand Rapids. And so really Itec is a scalable thing that could actually affect statewide, but we really need to solidify our base here locally, start really gaining a lot of traction and exposure so that the parents of the students, one of the measures I always look for is if parents don't know about Itec, then the kids don't know about Itec. So what we're doing now is really working on PR marketing and really ramping up our fundraising efforts to make sure we have a great effect across the region.
So how do you know when you've had a successful experience with a child or a kid?
Well, measurables are important for us. We've done a lot of work with Michigan State University in tracking student outcomes. So we do pre-assessments when students come into a program, whether it be robotics or game design or mathematics tutoring. We do a pre-evaluation, and then we measure their thoughts about STEM on the backside using survey tools, and then measuring those effects as we hopefully get them re-enrolled in different programs. We can be able to track them and see how they're doing on test scores and if those improvements are happening as well.
So what's going to happen in the next year?
Next year is a big year. We just launched iMath, which is our new math tutoring program with the Lansing School District. We're doing a lot of after-school programs to help kids. Math had been the point of emphasis that we hadn't hit very much over the first 5 years, but has been increasingly important when it comes to testing at the state level. So this year will be our first rollout of iMath, which is an online computer-based after-school tutoring program, which is going to be really fun.
Yes, my name is Kathy Post. This is the 5th anniversary for Itec, and Itec is the Information Technology Empowerment Center. We are very happy to be here. We have kids showing off. We have our Lego robotics team here. So we're here to celebrate and to show the community what Itec does. We also do digital media where kids make movies. And we are just starting now a math tutoring program in the Lansing School District called iMath. It's for 4th and 6th graders, and it's an after-school program teaching them math. Right now we're at 2 schools we're piloting, at Luton School and Sheridan Road School, and we're limited to 30 kids per school because that's how many computers they have in their computer lab. At Luton School, they actually had 50 kids sign up, so 20 kids are on the waiting list for that. We are really invested in college readiness. That's one of the things we're really concerned about. We work closely with the Lansing Promise, and I don't know, the Lansing Promise will give 2 years of college at either LCC or MSU to any student who graduates from Lansing schools. And what they're finding is sometimes the kids get there and they're not ready, especially in math. So our math tutoring is really interested in helping kids be successful. So if they get a scholarship, when they get there, they'll be ready. And our other classes teach the STEM disciplines, which is science, technology, engineering, math. And again, that's for college readiness. And I think also it teaches the 21st century skills such as working as a team and problem solving and storytelling and communication and all those things that we all need to succeed in life. Right now we're expanding. We are starting classes in Flint, and we have talked of expanding to other places, but Lansing is our main focus, and we really love Lansing. Lansing schools are really dear to us, and with the math program, we really would love to be in a lot more schools. After we pilot it this year, we would like to work with every grade in the school district and really help our Lansing kids.
We are here because we are game design students, and we're here to show off our games that we made in Kodu. If they're interested in game design, they should probably get involved. That sounds like a good idea. It's a thing to do. I in fact plan to take the advanced game design course that they are going to offer soon.
I am taking classes through Itec, and they have instructors that teach me every step, and it's a great experience learning to program.
I also want to ask you to do something that is beyond the thank yous. We need to be able to grow this program. And one way of growing it is to ask each of you to find a friend who, if they would see the video or these children succeed, could get really excited. Because that's the way we're going to sustain this and grow the number of children who could participate.
The group I'm here with tonight is Boys and Girls Club of Lansing. And this is actually our first time being a part of Itec. They just recently had their first competition at First Lego League. It's been a year's work that they've been invested. It began back last fall of last year. I got involved with the group. They came on Michigan State's campus to just to view a First Lego League competition. Some of the kids were interested, and so Ms. Barbara O'Kelly, a lady who was involved at the Boys and Girls Club, began a robotic group called the Robotech at the Boys and Girls Club. And from there, each semester, a different group has been involved in just learning about robotics specifically. And so it's been nice to actually watch them compete and see how they did fairly well this year. We sort of volunteer to help the students in understanding the robotics, how the programming works, and also making their programs come to life. And so we go over maybe 2 hours, 2 days out the week, and just volunteer to help the students in the program. We're not.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 착해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자